There he is! Carson Miller and Joshua Jackson!
We have a white man who is about to win a race. He almost got to the end of the race. The ribbon was almost his. The award was almost his. But he got comfortable. He got so comfortable, he slowed down and started looking at his watch. Because he just assumed that he was going to be the winner of the race. And then all of a sudden, there was a black man. Hats, 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 hats. Started catching up. Hats, 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 hats. Eventually, that black man who was way back there caught up to the white man who just assumed that he was going to be the winner, still looking at his watch, didn't cross the line yet. That black man beat him. That black man surpassed him. And he actually won the race by 2 seconds. Do you want to know what all the major outlets are talking about today? How did the white man lose? Here are the thoughts from the white man who lost. How does it feel, you being a white man losing? Notice I did not say, let's talk to the black man who was able to win the race. Let's talk to the black man that hats, 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 and caught up. Let's talk to the winner. No, we would rather hear from the loser. How does it feel losing? Because you as a white man, it should have been yours. And that's what white supremacy is. That's what white privilege is. There's this default that should have gone to the white man. And if it doesn't go to the white man, what went wrong?
What should have been a moment of victory turned into a most shocking finish in recent racing history. At Delaware Marathon, runner Carson Miller appeared to have the race rocket in, slowing down, celebrating, even checking his watch. He thought he was over. But just behind him, Joshua Jackson was still pushing at the full speed, focused, disciplined, and not finished yet. What happened next shocked the crowd, lifted up social media, and sparked a deeper conversation about discipline, focus, and what is really mean to win. Because sometimes that the biggest mistake isn't losing, it's thinking you are already won. Before we continue, I want to give credit to all original creators of TikTok clips used in this video. All clips belong to the respective creator and are used here for commentary, news report, and education purpose only.
That black man that won the Delaware Marathon, y'all, is epic. So y'all know the white guy, he was in the lead, y'all. He was literally like 2 seconds literally from crossing the finish line. Baby Joshua Jackson said, not today. Not today, baby. Joshua Jackson passed that man up so quick. The man was already celebrating as he was reaching the finish line. He didn't know Joshua was that close behind him. The people was cheering Joshua on, cheering him on. The man never looked back not one time. He kept going. When I tell you Joshua sped past him and finished that race first, they say the man was trying to put on a brave face after the race, but he told his close family and friends he was devastated because he worked so hard for it. Listen, y'all, when I saw that, all I thought was a metaphor for life. And it literally just means you cannot celebrate winning until you finish, until you actually win. Because just that quick, you could lose. Ooh.
Do y'all know who this is? This is Carson Mello, which is the white T man, and Joshua Jackson, which is the black man. They ran a race in Delaware this past Sunday. That Sunday that just passed. However, Carson Mello thought that he had the race in the bag because he was in the lead. He even stopped, looked at his watch and everything. But Joshua, the black man, beat him by 2 seconds in the Delaware race. But you're not hearing about it because they would rather talk to the white man and ask him, how does it feel to lose the race, as opposed to uplift the black man for actually winning the race? Let's talk about it. This is white supremacy at its finest, because why am I even acknowledging the loser and not uplifting the winner? Why have I not heard about the winner? Why have the winner not been on news stations and stuff just like the loser? Okay. Everything to take this moment away from Joshua, correct? But anywho, congratulations, Joshua. You did your big one.
That man at that race did not get a victory taken away from him. He lost. Yes, he put his all into it, and so did that man that was hustling and bustling to get to the finish line before him. So yeah, it wasn't a devastating loss. It wasn't none of that. You lost. Have y'all never read the story of the tortoise and the hare? Y'all have never read it. Don't celebrate too soon. Okay, that's it. That's all. Because I'm not even gonna say that because people talk about me race dating. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. Just know. Okay, you feel me? Yeah, it was not a devastating loss. The race ends when someone gets past the finish line. And the winner is the one that gets past the finish line the fastest. So that's what happened.
That black man that won the Delaware Marathon, y'all, is epic. So y'all know the white guy, he was in the lead, y'all. He was literally like 2 seconds literally from crossing the finish line. Baby Joshua Jackson said, not today. Not today, baby. Joshua Jackson passed that man up so quick. The man was already celebrating as he was reaching the finish line. He didn't know Joshua was that close behind him. The people was cheering Joshua on, cheering him on. The man never looked back not one time. He kept going. When I tell you Joshua sped past him and finished that race first, they say the man was trying to put on a brave face after the race, but he told his close family and friends he was devastated because he worked so hard for it. Listen, y'all, when I saw that, all I thought was a metaphor for life. And it literally just means you cannot celebrate winning until you finish, until you actually win. Because just that quick, you could lose. Ooh.
Go Josh! Go Josh! Go Josh! Go Josh! Joshua Jackson! You are
Let's go!
So that was 24-year-old Carson Mello in the Delaware Marathon last week in the final stretch of the race. And just as he slows down, throws his hands up in celebration, 24-year-old Joshua Jackson sprints right by him and wins the race in the final moment. A 26.2-mile race that takes a huge amount of training to prepare for. And you decide to celebrate too early. And listen, this is like that turtle rabbit lesson in real time. Carson is like the rabbit that got too comfortable before the finish line, and Joshua is like the turtle that stayed locked in into the very end. And that's why premature celebration kills success much more than failure ever will. I mean, this is literally a metaphor for life, y'all. Stay locked in until the finish, no matter what. All right, love y'all. Bye.
Time and time again, that Delaware Marathon video where the guy think he's won and then the black man swoops in and gets it. The comments are 110% right. It is never over until it's over. You never ever celebrate until the deal is done, the ink is signed, whatever you want is in your hand, because you just never know when something is gonna get snatched out of your hand. And this is something that we see happen so many times. So you would think that people who are running the marathon would be like, I just can't rest until I get past that, like I run through the ribbon. But it was just black excellence time and time again. And I love it. And I think him being at the end and just tasting the fact that he could almost win was enough for him to push past that man and get to the glory. But if I was that man, I would be so heated. But again, in every lifetime, I want to be black. The man won. He got his tens. He won fucking fair and square. You just don't ever give up until you are past that line. And I just think that's something that we can all learn from. And it's a good little video. I go back and watch it. I go back and watch it, and I'm just like, you know what? He just ate that up. He just ate that up, and I think that was it. Mind you, he thought, the guy in the front probably thought like, oh, they're screaming for me, they're screaming for me. No, honey, you don't know what they're screaming for. And until you get past that line, you need to be focused on moving forward. He slacked off. He slacked off.
And that is exactly why you need to go hard until the finish line. This man thought he had it in the bag. He's doing it. Oh, yeah. Okay, he's already thinking, how am I going to do this medal? How is he going to celebrate? He was like thinking, oh, everybody's going to talk about me getting first place. Like, ooh, I can't wait for my Facebook post, my Instagram post. Like, everybody is going to be loving this. And guess what? Here comes him. I'ma get him. I'ma get her. He just started running, gunning, and you lost by like 2 or 3 steps, all because you wanted to have your little victory lap. Oh my God. And you know he's gonna be sick to his stomach, because when's the next time it's gonna be a marathon like that? And if it is, are you gonna be in front or something like that? Like, that might have been his only marathon win in his life, and he just fumbled it away. Like, this is why you gotta go hard to the finish. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Lord, I have been summoned. Apparently there's an F5 level moment that needs my immediate attention. Watch this. Bruh, now where you get all that gas at the end of the race? This joker's sprinting like he running at 200. He had a reservoir of energy reserved for such a time as this. Yeah, go on, put your hands down, because you ain't celebrating nothing but second place. And in the words of Ricky Bobby,
if you ain't first, you're last.
Now cue the music. Another satisfying race moment. Moral of the story, in the words of the late great Black Mamba Kobe Bean Bryant,
Job's not finished. Job finished? No, I don't think so.
Stop celebrating early. 2 for 1. Huh? Give him that 2 for 1. Man, they done scroll. Man, give him a chance. Don't nobody stay for the end credits. I bet $1 some of them still in there. What? All right, well, for those of y'all that are still here, did y'all know they flew Sha'Carri all the way to Australia so she could prove how much more of a superior athlete she was? They had up to a 10-meter lead, and she still won. Watch this. Up to 10 meters, y'all. Up to 10. She hawked them down. When she sped up, she hawked them down. When she sped up, let's cue it again. Another satisfying race moment.
You're watching
Big Brother Big Cam High.
You thought they was cheering for you, didn't you? Can you imagine being fam? You hear the crowd getting louder and louder, and here you think it's because you about to finish this marathon. You done won the race. Yay! Oh, shit. Unfortunately, I too had to learn the hard way. You see, once upon a time, I had a song called Now You a Single Mom. It did 1 million views in 3 weeks, and I started to celebrate just like fam because I thought I was gonna go on tour. When I dropped the audio file, it did 500,000 views in 4 days, and it had me feeling just like him. I was celebrating. I thought my life was going to change for the better. And then I got blackballed. I love the irony because he's black. This just goes to show you, honestly, you never count your chickens before they hatch.
I heard the Delaware Marathon loser, runner-up, was visibly upset after he lost. That makes me visibly happy. You thought you won. I mean, your hands were lifted in the air like you were praising the Lord. Only for him to come down on you and smite thee. Man, that dude came up behind you. I mean, he was from the intersection to the, from the intersection to the finish line. Caught up to you. Caught up to you. And gotcha. Gotcha. Gotta be quicker than that. You gotta be quicker than that.
This is why you always gotta stay with that Kobe mama mentality. Yo, kids, never stop going until you finish. Never speak on nothing until you do it. But never start celebrating before you get across that finish line to get the trophy. So you got a marathon going on in Delaware, right? I was a leader of the race the whole time, y'all. He's a little distance, above them. Then out of nowhere, you got this sprinter. He coming. The crowd is rooting for him, but he think that they rooting for him, but they rooting for the dude who's sprinting up. He trying to get photo shots, model poses and everything. He's cheering. Y'all, look at this.
Get him! Get him! Get him! Get him! Get him! Get him!
Ain't that some shit? Hawk that boy down. First it was the LA Marathon, now it's this one. Moral of the story, never celebrate until you get the job done. Thought this was a funny and positive video that I wanted to share with y'all.
And that is exactly why you need to go hard into the finish line. This man thought he had it in the bag. He's doing it. Oh, yeah. Okay, he's already thinking, how am I going to do this medal? How is he going to celebrate? He was like thinking, oh, everybody's going to talk about me and getting first place. Like, ooh, I can't wait for my Facebook post, my Instagram post. Like, everybody is going to be loving this. And guess what? Here comes him. Ooh, I'm going to get him. I'm going to get him. He just started running, gunning, and you lost by like 2 or 3 steps, all because you wanted to have your little victory lap. Oh, my God. And you know he's going to be sick to his stomach, because when's the next time it's going to be a marathon like that? And if it is, are you going to be in front or something like that? Like, that might have been his only marathon win in his life, and he just fumbled it away. Like, this is why you got to go hard to the finish. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
After all this time, I got an update on the Josh Jackson, Carson Mello, Delaware Marathon. You don't want to miss this. And it is not the ending we all hoped for. Now, I put in work for you all, so this is what I need from you. Do all the things.
Like, repost, comment, and also follow me. Thank you.
Let's get into it. The Delaware News Journal caught up with both Josh Jackson and Carson Mello. And here's what they had to say. I'm going to be rolling the clip from the article behind me, so you all can pause this video. It's only 1.5 minutes, so stick with me. Now, here's the reason we haven't heard from Josh. He wants to lay low. He's just trying to process everything. He's actually declined every interview offer because he says that he's just a regular guy and he just wants to have his privacy. And although this isn't what I expected, I'm sure it's not what you all expected. We got to respect the man's privacy. I disagree with him, though, in terms of him saying that he's regular, because anybody that finishes the last 50 yards of a race in the manner that he did. Now on to Carson Mello, who came in second place. He does mention in this article that he was actually third place for some time until he and Joshua were at the same pace for quite some time before he was able to get a lead. After hanging on to that lead for so long, Mello cites in the article that his legs were like jello. There was nothing that he likely could have done at the finish line to try to even catch up with the speed that Joshua Jackson came in at the last minute with, because he just didn't have it in him. The article states Carson Mello is saying that he just wanted the race to be over. Now, he does mention that some of the comments have been ruthless, and he said that he's happy with how he performed. He's not taking it personally, so no one else should either. And so no one else should have a problem with it, but I'll let y'all decide. I actually want to kind of hear what you got to think about that in the comments. And I don't think it's a matter of us taking it personally. This race represents metaphorically what it is that sometimes we experience in life. And this is a prime example of how when life kicks us down and people stack the odds against us, that, listen, we're resilient people. What do y'all think? Comment below. I'd love to hear from you. I appreciate you guys for your engagement, for following this story with me, and always remember to do something you love.
Hey, yo, I know y'all seen that boy in that Delaware Marathon. Moral of the story, run all the way to the end. My man was celebrating, cheering, rooting, and everything before he even got past the finish line. Buddy was on him. Buddy was on him. And if you know anything about running back in the day, street racing out the neighborhood, light pole to light pole, when you put that head back, cause you out of there. Buddy was on him. No brakes. No brakes. He was on him. Zoom right past him at the finish line. Moral of the story, run all the way to the end, bro. Don't stop and celebrate before the party really starts. You killed yourself out there, buddy. Damn, you really thought you had it. Yeah. Buddy was on a mission. My man was big stepping. I'm talking them joints was, you know what I'm saying? He was big stepping. Congrats to you, my boy.
This race, I feel so bad for that guy, but also this is track 101. When I ran track, this is what they tell you. Do not celebrate too soon. Do not celebrate till you are through, till you are done with that race. But the sad thing is I think the audience was trying to tell him, like the people that were cheering were trying to be like, go faster. But I think he thought that they were just cheering for him. So he's like, woo, and they're like, no, and then he loses it. It's so funny though, but I feel like every track coach in America is going to use that clip. Every track coach is going to be like, look at this. Don't celebrate until you've actually won the race.
Guys, why do I feel like the loser of the Delaware Marathon is getting a little bit more PR than the guy who actually won the marathon? Maybe don't celebrate until you cross the finish. Like, I don't want to be rude here, but like, he lost. He came in second place, you know, he was turning his Apple Watch off, he was celebrating whatever, and somebody took that opportunity and ran faster than him and won. Why are we not promoting the winner's name? Joshua Jackson. I'm just seeing like video after video, like, oh, major upset. I don't know, did somebody promise him that he was supposed to win? Like, he didn't, I don't know, is that a major upset? Loser speaks out after, you know, somebody ran past him at the finish line. Okay, then interview the winner. Ask him what his motivation was to run so fast at the last 10 seconds. Ask him what drove him to sprint and never give up, even though the other guy was so far ahead of him and he still pushed and pushed and pushed. I feel like we're losing the plot of the story here. And this has happened before. This exact thing has happened before where some people who didn't win, kept getting a lot of the spotlight because the winners, the underdogs just kind of came up, you know? So his name is Joshua Jackson. Let's go support this man and uplift this man for having perseverance and never giving up until the very end.
I wanted to see that too, so I went looking for another vantage point of that race and I found it. Watch this video and I'll be right back. And it was at this moment he knew he fucked up. This picture right here is going to go down in history. My question to this guy right here, why were you checking your watch before you even crossed the line? Like, that was another thing. You were celebrating too early, and then right, like what, 3-4 feet before the line, you checked your watch. I'm very fucking confused about that shit. But this right here, young buck, that's what I'm talking about. He said, I'm not gonna stop until I cross the line, and he did. Now let's watch that again from the other angle. Somebody asked me what the black experience is in America. I'm just gonna show them this video.
Catch him! Get 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 him!
Yeah, that's the black experience right fucking there.
This moment from Delaware Marathon is more than just viral clips. It's a powerful reminder. Stay focused, stay disciplined, and never celebrate too early. Never ever. Because in this life, it's just like that. There are always someone still learning. And as many are calling it a moment of excellence and determination. Joshua Jackson didn't just win less. He showed what it means finish strong. If you found this story impactful, make sure you like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more real story that's rich, reason, and I will see you in the next one.